the topic I wanted to bring in um, tonight for our guided meditation and reflection is metta, cultivating goodwill, goodwill without any expectations. So the if there are expectations, if they're either expectations from ourselves, that yes, I'm doing this and this is what needs to happen. There's sort of expectation, anticipation. We're on the edge of our seat. We're getting tight. Then metta doesn't quite express itself, inhabit the fullness that it can really inhabit, the way of being unconditional, unconditional goodness, just cultivating without any expectation, any anticipation for any return or anything to necessarily happen per se. Trusting, perhaps, having a sense of trust, having faith, having confidence in yourself and in your practice, so that letting there be a sense of aspiration in the practice, but not expectation. And this lack of expectation when applied to others, practicing metta for others, it shows up in the way of offering our goodwill freely, offering it completely freely without wanting anything in return. I was inspired, especially a few days ago, by this concept. And I've been sitting with it myself even more in the way I'm going to share it now. I heard a piece of interview with Ram Dass, and it was for those in the US on the program Fresh Air, NPR's Fresh Air. There was this short piece, and Ram Dass, who was a psychologist, and did a lot of studies on consciousness, and later went to India and met Neem Karoli Baba, who became his teacher and guru, and that's when I think his name used to be Richard Walpert, so he became Ram Dass after that. So what he said in this snippet of the interview was that when Ram Dass met Neem Karoli Baba, he was so impressed because it felt like Neem Karoli Baba was the only person he had met, or first he had met, that didn't want anything from him, was just giving him unconditional love and didn't want anything of him. And he was so touched by that, with being in the presence of that became his inspiration for his own practice and the way of being in the world, to just give unconditional care and love and goodness, and not expect anything, not want anything of others. So I invite you to consider that for a moment, the feeling of what the people in your lives, bringing a couple of people in mind. Of course, we'll do this in the guided meditation, but before we get started, what does it feel like not to want anything of them? Not to want anything of them, just as I bring that into my heart, there's a sense of, wow, putting down this weight of expectation, putting the weight of love me, love me, love me, love me, love me, or give me, give me, give me, give me, or do this for me so that I know you love me, do this for me so I know I'm important. So now just not wanting anything at all. Wow, what freedom. What freedom of the heart. Really, it just frees up the entanglements of so many relationships. And it's really the freedom of our own heart that we offer ourselves and others.